quarterback in the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes!
Junior take a shot deep. Open target. Her third from left to right. Sets up. Oh,
Down!
watch him. He's going to set up. He's going to go for the... It fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
Game number 2 of Monday night quarterfinal action features a David versus Goliath. Oklahoma hosts the Oregon Ducks, undefeated number 1 against number 8. My name is Kate Padgett. Ryan Moreland in the booth. Ryan, as 2 Big 12 ADs, it pains us to say, but man, Oklahoma has been the best team in the league this season.
Oh, they have been. I mean, record shows that only undefeated team this season. But look, we've already seen that before. That doesn't mean much. LSU gave Oklahoma a handful last week. Oregon looking to do the same this week. Once you get to the playoffs, everybody's back to 0-0 on the season.
Now we see Himateo Del Este and the Oklahoma Sooners first. Del Este play action. Gonna scramble to the right side. He's got a big hole. 22 yards for Del Este. And the Sooners are striking early, Ryan.
Yeah, something you got to watch for all game long. Del Este has the ability to stretch every play with his legs. He's had a huge rushing season this year, put up huge rushing totals all season long, and you got to find ways to stop him.
Here in Norman, Oklahoma, we got a partly cloudy night, a little bit of a breeze, and 83 degrees. And the Sooners on offense. Del Este fires over the middle on their patented slant route. Ace West for 6 yards, sets up a 2nd and 4.
Ripped down on the play by the outside linebacker Tyrone Evans right there, but it's still a good pickup on first down.
Now it's trips bunch to the top of the screen. Del Este in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Oregon only going to bring 4. Del Este scrambling again, but the Ducks see it this time. Sacked on the play for a 3-yard loss. Shavar Washington.
Great play by the freshman right there. We see Ware in chat with us saying roll tide. For those that missed the first game, Alabama did upset Auburn. First upset of the playoffs.
I know we went through the whole first round going chalk means the top team won every time. But now, into the second round, that hasn't happened yet, but we will see it here. Empty formation. Del Este in the shotgun all by himself at midfield. Takes the snap. Oregon bringing 4. Del Este fires it to the right side. Into traffic, and the Ducks come away with the interception. Standing tall early, and Del Este makes the first mistake of the game.
Oh, Jacobia Watson right there, the senior getting his 3rd interception on the season, and the Ducks defense has struggled at times this season, but one thing they have done a good job of is being opportunistic, and they have some guys like Watson, like Billy Davis, like Theo Marcos that can really flip field position in a hurry.
3-by-1 set. Ducks hit it to Ryan Roloski to the left side. He's got a big hole and gets shoestring tackled at near the 40-yard line. Ryan, that was only Del Este's 3rd interception all season.
Yeah, he has not been making very many mistakes this year, and that's what has made Oklahoma such a challenge to play, is they just don't make mistakes.
3-by-1 set for Alexa Earl. She's in the shotgun. Fires it to the left side to Roloski out of the backfield. Man, they want to get the senior going early. 13-yard gain. First down, Ducks.
Well, I think a lot of people coming in, you Oklahoma, pretty heavily favored in this game, and for good reason. However, this Duck offense, I feel like it's gotten underrated all year. They are just as good as anybody.
Empty formation for Earl. She's hanging in the pocket, getting pressured. It is she throws, but throws it into the back of the security guard. Avoids the sack right there.
And this offense really good, but the pressure up front right there, doing a good job.
2-by-2 set. Earl in the shotgun. She dumps it off to the left side in the flat route. Hits Matthew Goley for 3 yards. Ryan, we talked about Del Este only throwing now 3 interceptions. Alexa Earl, she's only thrown 6.
Man, she throws the ball a lot more. Very impressive numbers. 28 passing touchdowns, 6 thrown interceptions. Jackson Chambers, by the way, the senior outside linebacker, with a devastating hit right there.
And on top of those touchdown interception ratio, Alexa Earl right near the 4,000-yard mark on the season. 3-by-1 set for Earl. She hands it off to Roloski up the middle. Roloski runs through the tacklers, sets up a 4th and 1. Does Oregon go for it and be aggressive?
It doesn't look like they will. They're okay with taking Auger out here and trying a 3-point attempt and going up early, which, early on, I don't blame them. Take the points. Although they're not going to get the points.
The kick is off the right upright. Auger pushed it too far. His second missed field goal of the season. And after the good defensive stand, getting the Jacobia Watson interception, Oregon comes away with nothing, and Oklahoma back on offense. 3 receivers to the bottom, 2 to the top. Teleste alone in the shotgun, fires it on a wide receiver screen to the left side, hits Ace West for 6-yard gain, sets up a 2nd and 4.
That's some good blocking right there is what set that up, right? And a nice little pickup is the result.
3 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. 1 back to the right of Del Este. Del Este takes the snap. Oregon playing conservative, and they fire it to Ace West on the left side for a 9-yard gain. Ryan, the Oregon defensive ends played coverage and just stood there to watch Del Este.
And that's hard to do against Oklahoma. I know they're a run-first team, but they have a lot of talent at wide receiver.
Now it's 3 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Del Este in the shotgun, fires it to the right side, adds his man in the flat route again, and again it's Ace West.
Once again, too, playing very soft right there. They're going to play that contained defense.
3 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. Del Este in the shotgun, hands it to David Michael, his first carry of the night. Running it to the left side, breaks 1 tackle. Can't break the second. 5-yard gain right up near midfield. First down, Sooners.
Yeah, first down right there, and just past the midfield stripe right there as they're going to get about the 49.5-yard line.
2-by-2 motion to an empty set. Del Este fires it to the left side, all alone on the out route as Houston Begley backs out of bounds after a 7-yard gain.
Well, you can see in chat, D.T. Hall, the AD over here at Oklahoma, saying dink and dunk them all day. He's okay with this. He'll take what the defense is willing to give them.
That's a 3-by-1 set, 3 to the top for Del Este. Play action, fires it across his body to the left, has Evan Shan, called Evan Slant here in Norman. 14-yard gain for Shan, and it's a first down, Sooners.
And nice pickup right there. However, the dink and dunk game, not a bad strategy for the Oregon defense either. Slow down Oklahoma's offense, make them throw the ball a lot.
Del Este play action, stepping to the right, calls his own number on the scramble. He's got the first down, throws one defender off, pushing his way into the end zone and stopped at the 5. Del Este, 27-yard run, 1st and goal, Sooners.
Yeah, but you gotta find ways to slow down the junior generational talent quarterback. He is such a problem. He nominated for Offensive Player of the Year this season, and for good reason. He has put up some ridiculous numbers.
You have to think that he's probably one of the front runners for Offensive Player of the Year just off of regular season alone, let alone playoffs. Del Este hands it to David Michael up the middle, and Michael powers his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners.
Yeah, great push right there. David Michael getting his 3rd rushing touchdown on the season right there as the Sooners will go up early. So, man, Oregon with an opportunity there with the turnover that they weren't able to turn into any points. So Oklahoma with the first points of the ball game.
See Colby spelling out Sooners in chat 1 letter at a time. It's okay. We know spelling is hard in OU. You have to do it 1 letter at a time. But 4:58 left in this first quarter. Oklahoma leads Oregon 7-0. I'm getting looks over here. And, oh, man, if you're Oregon, you did a great job on the first drive getting the turnover, and it was just a missed field goal 1 yard outside of the upright. And, again, missed opportunities. But we know how explosive and how good that this Oregon Duck offense is. Right, Ryan?
They're very good. I'm telling you, I've said it all year long, but I think this could be the best offense in the league. They are very explosive. They're good at every single position. There's just no weakness to this offense.
3-by-1 set for Alexa Earl. She hands it to Ryan Rolosky up the middle. Rolosky, tough 8-yard run, sets up a 2nd and 2. He's trying to go back from what he did last week. Only 7 carries for 22 yards.
And it didn't get a lot last week, but they did a lot through the air last week.
3-by-1 set, Earl in the shotgun, firing it into traffic, and going up for it was one from each team. The Sooners knock it away, set up a 3rd and 2.
Now, all you got to do is look at Roloski's stats. 7 for 22 on the ground, 6 for 102, and 2 touchdowns through the air last week.
Thunder Rain on the deflection. Earl in the shotgun, fires it to the left side. Has Matthew Gully 4 yards, toe tapping on the sideline, and it's a first down, Ducks.
Yeah, good pickup right there. 3 of 5 to start the game for Alexa Earl, and a first down for the Oregon Ducks.
Earl, 2x2 set, or 3x1 motion to a 2x2. Earl calls her own number on the read option to the right side. She's got good blocks, breaks one tackle, gets another good block, and she's inside the 50. 18-yard gain for Alexa Earl, her first carry of the night.
Eventually pulled down by Thunder Rain, but not before a big pickup right there. Stepping out of the first tackle by Chucky Charles and getting the first down. Huge run by the sophomore QB.
Inside the 45 now are the Oregon Ducks. 4x1, quads bunch to the top of the screen. Earl fires it down the sideline in between the zone coverage and an absolute dot to Daxton Bliss for 36 yards and first and goal, Ducks.
Yeah, put it right on him right there. Gorgeous pass and a nice play by Daxton Bliss as well to get that wide open. This is what makes him so hard is you got to cover everybody. Everybody on this offense is a playmaker.
3x1 set now, first and goal, Oregon. Alexa Earl in the shotgun, fires it to the right side and out of the back of the end zone. Great coverage by the Sooners on the back end.
Yeah, it really was. And when you get to the short side of the field, a lot less space to cover, you can get a little bit more aggressive.
2x2 set for Earl. She's in the shotgun. Makes the snap. Stands still as a statue. Decides to scramble up the middle. And it is a walk-in touchdown. Showing Del Este she can do it too. Oregon on the board.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You got to watch out for her as well. They do a great job in coverage right here, but you watch. She's going to watch that linebacker shift over in coverage, and as soon as he does, there's nobody in the middle. Why not take off? Earl's going to take off. She gets the rushing touchdown, her 9th on the season.
Yeah, I mean, you see the stats for Alexa Earl. She's at 4,000 yards passing. She's also at 460 rushing yards. Like you said, 8 touchdowns, now 9 rushing touchdowns. So she can do it on the ground as well. It's a facet of the game that Oklahoma cannot overlook. She will make them pay. But now we see the Sooners back on offense. 1 interception and then 1 touchdown. Let's see what they can get going here. David Michael, 26 on the return.
Oh, Carr saying, hey, if you want a shootout, we got a shootout. And I tell you what, I firmly believed coming into this game we would get a shootout.
Yeah, there was no mixed feelings about that one. Del Este handing it to David Michael. Michael fighting for a very tough 3 yards, but nothing more. 2nd and 7 coming up.
3 carries for Michael, 11 yards so far in the ball game. Although he does have a touchdown. They've done a good job of slowing him down, but he did punch the last one in.
2 receivers to the top, 2 backs in the backfield with Del Este. Del Este hands it to David Michael, running it to the right side. Good hard run by David Michael. 5-yard carry, sets up a 3rd and short.
He'll get back to that 4 yards per rush average right there. They're 0 for 1 on 3rd down. 3rd and 1 coming up right here. We'll see if the Sooners can convert.
2 backs in the backfield, 2 receivers to the bottom. Play action for Del Este. Fires it over the middle into traffic, and Evan Shan holds on to it on the slant route. Tough catch, and it's a first down, Oklahoma.
Yeah, great snag right there. That was a tough catch. He got hit immediately and held on to that. Great catch by Shan.
2 receivers to the top. Del Este play action, stepping to the right side. Fires it to the right side. Going up for it was his receiver, but Oregon went up too and knocked it away.
This is the guy. Circle number 3 on your sheet. Billy Davis, a sophomore, is an absolute weapon.
3x1 set for Del Este. On the right hash, fires it on the wide receiver screen again. Caught by Ace West, breaks the first tackle, can't break the second. 6-yard gain, sets up a 3rd and manageable. But you talk about it, man. Look at Billy Davis. He's right there immediately, can't make the tackle, but slows down Ace West enough for the rest of the defense to rally.
He doesn't miss very many tackles either. A testament to how good Ace West has been. The freshman out of Richmond, West Virginia right there steps through the first one.
1 for 2 on 3rd down is Oklahoma. 4x1, 4 to the top. Del Este in the shotgun. Hangs in, fires it over the middle. Caught by Leroy Peterson in coverage, but brought down immediately. 4th and 1. Oklahoma gonna punt this one.
And a great stop by this Oregon Duck defense. Although Rogie asking if Shan is your favorite.
He is nicknamed Evan Slant for a reason. He has perfected the slant route for Oklahoma. In his, what is it? This is his, yeah, he is a freshman. He has perfected the slant route in his first season. So I love me some Evan Chan.
Yeah, he has had a great season with Oklahoma.
3-by-1 for Alexa Earl in the Oregon Ducks. Earl fires it to the right side on the crossing route. Caught by Matthew Gully. 8-yard gain sets up a 2nd and 2.
Yeah, 3 catches, 15 yards for Gully so far in this ball game. He's coming off of a great game last week, 9 catches and 113 yards.
2-by-2 set. Earl in the shotgun. Makes the snap. Play action. Oklahoma bringing pressure, but Earl hangs in. Finds Theo Marcos in traffic. Tough 8-yard gain, but Akuma Hunter bringing the boom.
Now this is what they do right here, the Ducks. They will throw underneath until they force you to creep down, and that's when they'll take the top off.
3-by-2, Earl alone in the backfield. Jab steps, hangs in, fires it to the right side on a little sit route. One broken tackle goes to the receiver to the 40. 35, 30, 20 goes Dylan Powell. 45-yard gain, and the Ducks showing how explosive they can be.
Man, what can you say about Dylan Powell that hasn't already been said? An absolute unit. By the way, great blocking on that play right there to help him spring free, but Dylan Powell, the best wide receiver in the modern era, and he holds like all of those records. Unbelievable athlete.
Ryan, we got a prediction coming up after this play. 3-by-2 set, empty formation for Oregon. Motion to the backfield. Alexa Earl running a speed option, gets the pitch off to the left side. I believe that's Bob McRoberts, the tight end, running that one. 2 yards on the gain.
We do have a prediction. Who leads this one at the half? Will it be the Ducks? Will it be the Sooners? Or could we have a tie? You have 5 minutes to wager those channel points.
I know you love voting on the tie. 3-by-1 set. Earl play action. Hangs in the pocket. Fires it to the left side in a tight traffic. It's Bob McRobertson again. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 1.
I guess you're not technically wrong. I mean, you can throw like any combination there for Bob McRoberts.
That is one of my favorite names in the league. I love that name. Motion to a speed option again. Earl's going to keep him. She goes nowhere. Loses 2 on the play. John Bear on the stop. And it's going to be a 4th and 2 as we approach the end of the first quarter. Norman Bates with the resub. 23 months now.
Yeah, great hit by Bear in the backfield to stop them right there. And that's going to take us into the first.
The field goal will come as our first play of the second quarter, but we are through 1. We are tied here in Norman, Oklahoma, 7-7. You are watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports, Twitch. Welcome back to Norman, Oklahoma, as the Oregon Ducks line up for a field goal. This one right down Broadway. Kick is up and kick is good. Lathan Auger stays above the so-called swirly line. He is 1 for 2 on the night, and Oregon retakes the lead. Ryan, this Oklahoma offense has been a little up and down so far this first half.
They have. They've been moving the ball pretty well, but the turnover obviously set them back, and then just a really good stop on a 3rd down forced them into a punting situation last time. I feel like Oklahoma has quietly kind of done this all season, though. They have their moments. They're not overwhelming you on offense and scoring on every drive, but they just get back to consistent football pretty often.
3-by-2 set. Del Este calling his own number on the read option, and he goes nowhere. Thrown down hard by Shavar Washington, his 2nd sack of the night. Ryan, I think those are his first 2 sacks on the season.
The first 2 sacks of his career as well. He decided this was the game. He was going to come up and make himself just an absolute playmaker in this defense. Wow, what a sack.
3-by-1 set. Del Este hands it to Michael up the middle, trying to get some of those yards back. Only gets 1. 5 of 17 is David Michael. 3rd and 13 coming up.
A.J. Lucier right there chasing him down from behind to come up with the TFL.
2-by-2 set. Oregon showing blitz. Del Este hangs in the pocket, fires it to the left side, and there's Mr. Do-It-All, Billy Davis on the knockaway, and it is 4th and 13.
I tell you what, there's so many good players on this Oregon team. You know, everybody that's left the playoffs has a great team, but Billy Davis might be the most underrated player in the league for what he is able to do in this defense. He is such a spectacular player.
Great return by Kylan Odin. Sets him up right near midfield, man. Every time I call Billy Davis, I just want to think of those old Billy Mays commercials. Billy Mays here. Like, like that's where my mind goes. I understand it's not a name, but that's where my stuff goes. 2x2 set. Earl in the shotgun. She's going to scramble. Spins out of the first sack. Can't break out of the second tackle. Turns nothing into something. 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Perhaps some good branding for Billy Davis. Like Billy Davis here with another pass breakup. Or Billy Davis here with the interception.
I'm going to fit one of those in before the end of the broadcast, I'll tell you what. 3x1 set. Earl in the shotgun. Fires it to the left side. Backing out of bounds. Matthew Goley got 1 foot in. Sets up a 3rd and short.
3rd and short, but there's no gimmies against this Oklahoma defense.
2x2 set. Earl in the shotgun. Takes the snap. It's a sprint draw to the running back, and Ryan Rolowski goes nowhere. Gets 2, but still has a 4th and 2. Y'all got about a minute left on that prediction, and Oregon's going to go.
Yeah, they are going to go. Offense staying on the field. This is a bold call right here.
I love the aggressiveness. 3x1 set. Earl has the screen pass to Rolowski, and no, she overthrew everybody. Rolowski got caught on the O-lineman, and Oklahoma's defense stands tall and forces the turnover on downs.
Yeah, it's really the defensive lineman right there that got upfield in a hurry, forced them into that position. Sorry, I didn't catch a number on that, although I believe it was the senior Caleb Allen.
3x1 set for Del Este. Del Este running the option to the left or to the right side and goes nowhere. Man, Oregon playing sound technique football right now. AJ Zachary on the TFL.
Yeah, he came flying in there. You love to see that right there out of your playmakers on defense. Come up and hit Del Este before he has a chance to get going.
3x1 set for Del Este in the shotgun. Makes the snap, going to scramble it to the right side. He breaks 1 tackle, can't break the second, gets those yards back, but sets up a 3rd and 10. Oregon doing a good job of closing Del Este in so far.
Brought down by the freshman AJ Zachary, but still a solid pickup to at least get them back to 3rd and 10. However, a lot of work left on 3rd and 10.
Wads to the top, Del Este in the shotgun. Fires it to the left side and has Ace West on the deep out route for 13 yards, and it is a 1st down Sooners.
Well, Carr was calling for the over the middle. They went to the outside, although I don't think he's going to mind too much. They come up with a great conversion.
4x1 set, Del Este in the shotgun. Running it to the right side again, this time not as many ducks. Lowers his shoulder and eventually brought down from behind, but a 6-yard gain nonetheless.
7 carries, 48 yards, averaging 6.9 yards per rush.
AJ Lucier tracked him down from behind. 2x2 motion to an empty set. Del Este in the shotgun, fires it to the left side. Houston Begley on the out route, 6-yard gain. Sets up a 1st and 10. DT Hall saying that Del Este's got the single season rushing record.
He does after that last run. Big congrats to Del Este.
Del Este again in the shotgun, fires it to the left side on a little sit route. Finds Ace West, has been one of the favorite targets so far for Del Este. 11-yard gain, and it's a 1st down.
Back to our prediction results. 66% of the channel points went on Oregon. 24% on Oklahoma, only 11 on the tie.
It's an empty set, Del Este. Play action, stepping it to the right side, calls his own number. He's got 1 man to beat, spins off of it, throwing a stiff arm and inside the 10. Mateo Del Este doing it all. 1st and goal, Sooners.
Man, how did he keep his feet under him right there? That was absolutely incredible. Here's another look at it. You're going to see him take the hit right there. I thought for sure he was down. Somehow bounces off of it into a spin move, keeps his feet, and a couple extra yards out of it.
Now on the 5-yard line going in is Oklahoma. 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Del Este play action. Hangs in the pocket, stepping to the right side, stepping back to the left. Gets it to David Michael. Might be a run because it looked like a backwards pass. It is. Michael goes backwards for 3 yards. Back to Nelson on the TFL.
Yeah, he might as well have gotten rid of that. I don't know what they were looking at right there that they thought that was a good idea. Just a breakdown offensively, but Nelson and this Duck defense going to be A-okay with them running that one.
Oh, absolutely. 2 receivers to the bottom, 2 backs in the backfield with Del Este. Del Este takes the snap, hands it off to David Michael, running it to the right side, diving forward, back to close to the 5-yard line, sets up a 3rd and goal, a chance for Oklahoma to get a touchdown, but a chance for Oregon to stand tall.
And they're 2 for 5 on 3rd down so far, the Sooners. We'll see if they can make that 3 of 6.
By 1, Del Este takes the snap. Hangs in the pocket. He is not moving. Now he's going to move. Steps to the right, steps back to the left. Finds his man coming back to it. It's Tommy Neville. Big, reliable tight end, but great coverage by Oregon, forcing Del Este to take the check down and ultimately settle for a field goal attempt.
Yeah, fantastic coverage right there. They had nowhere to throw until they forced him to come back right there. And they're not mad about that at all. The Oklahoma also not mad about tying this ball game back up.
4:19 left in this first half. Oklahoma and Oregon tied at 10 apiece. You look at the total yards, it's pretty darn close, and it tells you that these teams, there's not much that separates them, even though one is ranked number 1, one is ranked number 8, and Oregon's going to get a good return here by Kylan Oden. Tough run for 25 yards. What do you want to see if you're Oregon here, Ryan?
I want to see more of the same. I want to see them, continue to get everybody involved. But I want to see the deep ball every now and again. You got to work that in every now and again.
3-by-1 for Alexa Earl. She's running the read option to the left side, cutting in, cutting out, cutting in, and she only gets a yard. Played very well by the Oklahoma Sooner defense.
Yeah, that was an excellent play. Alexander Carter not fooled by the fancy footwork, and that's really what makes that play.
3-by-1 set for Alexa Earl. Takes the snap. Hangs in the pocket, takes a deep shot downfield onto the sideline. Has a receiver outside of the safety. It's Dylan Powell, the senior. His second catch, averaging 43 on each of them.
Yeah, this dude is an absolute nightmare of a matchup. I mean, every year he just puts up huge numbers. He's almost impossible to cover. You're not going to love playing against Dylan Powell, I can guarantee you that, and he comes up with another nice snag right there.
You have to think that Dylan Powell's name is in that list of guys that if you're in the Big Ten, you'll be happy when they graduate. Alexa Earl stepping in the pocket, fires it to the right side, has Theo Marcos for 12 yards, his second catch of the night. Inside the red zone goes Oregon.
Yeah, nice play by Marcos. And yeah, the Big Ten had to be, or Big 12 had to be happy when he left last season, and the Big Ten gonna be really happy to see him gone as well.
3-by-2 set. Earl alone in the backfield, takes the snap. Or Oklahoma bringing pressure. Earl dumps it off to the left side, hits Bob McRoberts back his way out of bounds. Man, it's so refreshing to see a big tight end like McRoberts doing this with no gloves, just big old fashioned.
You can see Go Horn saying he's already planning the grad party.
3-by-2 set. Earl in the shotgun, fires it into the sideline. Didn't like what she saw. Sets up a 3rd and 7 here.
Big third down right here. They are 1 of 4 on the big money down so far. Oklahoma's defense has been stingy on third downs.
3-by-1 set. Earl, left hash, takes the snap. Oklahoma only going to bring 3. Earl dumps it off over the middle, hits Orlovsky out of the backfield. 9-yard gain, threw it short of the line, but converted. 1st and goal Ducks.
Well, they had a lot of success throwing to their halfback last week. I highly recommend going right back to it.
Now we're in the heavy formation, triple option. She's got the pitch, she gets it off. Can he get there? One broken tackle, touchdown! 3 yards for number 33, the walk-on, Charlie Reyes.
Wow, what a play by the walk. Well, first off, what a play in general. Getting the pitch off, unbelievable, like a really good effort right here. Perfect, timed it, and then it was 1-on-1, and the walk-on says, yeah, let me get the 6 right here. I tell you what, Trips, get that boy a scholarship.
Oh man, yeah, get it in his locker at halftime. Not after the game, not when you get back at halftime. Put this man on Scully now. And you see TT in chat talking about Devin Dudley missing that tackle. That's a tackle that Dudley has to come up with. You don't want to be doing that Nike scholarship tonight. I will fight for Charles Reyes on this one.
And you can see Trips, he said, hey, I'm already on. He's filling out the paperwork on the sideline right now.
3-by-1 set. Del Este with David Michael to his right. Motion to a 2-by-2. Del Este takes the snap. Oregon going to bring a late blitz. Del Este scrambles out to the left side, running left, right, left. And business decision from Del Este. You don't see that very often, but it's an 8-yard gain.
Yeah, great pickup, but you do not see him do that very often. At 6'2", 235, he's a pretty well-built QB. He's going to go for lower in the shoulder very often.
Now it's a screen to the right side. Del Este hits Evan Shan, the man of the hour so far. that was not Evan, it's not Evan Shan, the man of the hour, that's Ace West, but Evan Shan, 3 yards, 3 catches, 30 yards on that one.
The man of this hour, though.
Exactly. 3x2 set Del Este in the shotgun, gonna run it to the right side. It has the defender's loss. Up to the 40, 35, 30. There's the Del Este we know. 25-yard run running through defenders. Man, he's almost at the century mark already.
Well, I've noticed the last couple of weeks with Del Este is when they do designed runs, he's going to get solid gains. When he runs, out of a passing play, it's either hit or miss. It's either a loss of yards or he is going to get a big gain. This time, he'll get a big gain.
2x2 set, Del Este in the shotgun. Fires it to the left side into traffic, and Ralph Holt, I believe that's a walk-on defensive ending coverage.
It was, and he is going to get a great job getting a handle on that football.
Trips just needs all the scholarships in his back pocket to hand out. 4x1 set, Del Este in the shotgun, fires it across the middle as Houston Begley gets exactly what he needs. First down, Sooners.
Well, that is the big senior right there, and the elder statesman of this wide receiving core comes up with a great catch over the middle and a great job getting to the first down.
Omen with the resub, 31 consecutive months. Del Este play action to the right side as Tommy Neville on the out route. 7-yard gain sets up a second and short.
2 catches, 9 yards in the ball game so far for the senior from Williamsburg, Virginia, who's been such a rock-solid tight end for Oklahoma.
2x2 set, Del Este in the shotgun. Hangs in, fires it to David Michael out of the backfield. Michael breaks 1 tackle, gets the first down and shoved out of bounds, but a 4-yard gain, and it's a first and goal, Sooners.
And they are moving the ball really efficiently, slow and steady down the field.
Tyrone Evans on the stop right there, 2x2 set. Del Este in the shotgun, fires it to the left side, and all alone, Houston Begley, touchdown, Sooners.
Yeah, great drive right here. Just slow and steady down the field. And that is what Oklahoma's done well all season. They don't look for the big flashy play too often. They are just going to drive the ball down your throat, and that's exactly what they do right here to tie this ball game up, ending with the Begley score.
I'll tell you what, man, Colby needs to know how to spell Sooners. He doesn't need to do it one letter at a time. I promise we can all read. But nonetheless, 1:23 left in this first half. 17-17, Oregon back on offense. You have to think that with how explosive this Duck offense is, as Cam Welk gets a good 29-yard return, you have to think that they're going to go for it, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And why not? When you have, Alex Earl, a quarterback that you really trust, you have a passing game this effectively, and you have one of the best deep threats in the league.
Earl in the shotgun, fires it to the right side. All alone out of the backfield is Kylan Odin, a good 9-yard reception. Sets up a second and short.
That's a sophomore, backup halfback. He's going to be handed the keys to the car here soon when Ryan Roloski retires.
Earl fires it to the left side and into the sideline of the Ducks. Great coverage by the Sooners, forces a 3rd and 1.
1:10 left on the clock right here. 3rd and 1. They're 2 of 5 on 3rd down. However, this is going to be a little bit easier than some of the 3rd downs they've seen.
2x2 set for Alexa Earl. Takes the snap. Oklahoma bringing 5. Earl dumps it off to the right side. Has her man out of the backfield. It's Theo Marcos. A tough 7-yard gain and a first down, Ducks.
3 catches, 27 yards so far. And Alex Earl over the 200-yard mark and a first down at midfield.
Wads to the bottom of the screen. Earl in the shotgun. She's going to run it to the right side. She's got a big hole. First down, Alexa Earl. And oh my goodness, she got blasted.
Yeah, Jackson Chambers out here head hunting, but it was a great game timeout called by Oregon.
2x2 set Earl. She's going to go quick. Fires it to the right side. Has Matthew Goley for 8 yards. Man, that seems like that blue tent should be coming up on the sideline.
Yeah, I tell you what, Jackson Chambers, if we did have injuries, we did have the blue tent, he would be like the mayor of the blue tent. That boy sends a lot of guys out there.
Earl in the shotgun. She fires it to the left side into traffic, and it looked like Oklahoma intercepted it, but they couldn't stay in bounds, so it's going to be an incompletion.
Yeah, great play by there. Akuma Hunter does come down with the ball, but does not stay in bounds.
2x2 set. Earl in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Oklahoma bringing 4. Earl stepping right, stepping back left. Oh, she breaks the tackle, fires it over the middle, and it's a completion. Theo Marcos for 16 yards.
What a play by Alexa Earl right there to stay up in the pocket. Wow.
3-by-1 set, Earl hands it to Roloski to the right side, up the middle, running through defenders. First and goal, Ducks.
I tell you what, when your quarterback makes a play like that, your running back's got to back it up, right? You got to get the juices flowing.
Absolutely, 2-by-2 set. They're going to go quick. Earl in the shotgun. She air mails it to the mascot who wasn't paying attention, and it's going to be a second and goal.
I think he was a little bit out of bounds as well. The Duck might have been able to do it. He's got some good hands, Cade, but I don't think he comes down with that in bounds.
I don't think he does either. 2-by-2 set. Earl in the shotgun. Takes the snap, fires it over the middle. Touchdown! Steal Marcos for 4 yards in the back of the end zone. Toe tapping his way.
Wow, what a great drive right there by the Ducks. And I tell you what, they have been impressive so far in this ball game. They're moving the ball down the field, and we've seen some long, sustained drives. That's not something we see a lot from the Ducks. Not saying they're not capable of it, but they like the big, flashy plays. They stretch the field. They get things going. This Oklahoma defense not going to want to let them to do that here tonight, Cade. And Oregon said, okay, that's fine. We'll take what you're willing to give us, and we're going to go put up 7.
So we talk about long drives. That was an 11-play drive for 62 yards. That lasted under a minute of game time because of the fact that they got out of bounds and got the first downs. But we got a great return here by David Michael and the Sooners. 40 yards out to about the 40-yard line. And now Oklahoma's going to have a chance at it.
Yeah, they absolutely will. And I know the run game has been their bread and butter, but they can put up some big yards in the passing game as well when they want to. This a very, very talented wide receiving core.
3-by-1 set for Del Este. Takes the snap. Oregon only going to bring 4. Del Este stepping to the right, decides to scramble up the middle, across midfield, and makes the business decision to slide. First down, Sooners, timeout.
Well, if you're going to run, you got to get good gains out of it right there. That's exactly what he does. 20 seconds left.
2-by-2 set for Del Este. Again, in the shotgun. Calls his own number again, but this time the Ducks are there. Sacked on the play, a 7-yard loss. Timeout, Sooners.
16 seconds left on the clock. They have 1 timeout remaining.
3-by-1, Del Este going quick. Oregon only bringing 3. Finds Begley over the middle, but brought down by Billy Davis here. And it's going to be inside the 10. 10 seconds, excuse me.
This should be it right here. Shot at the end zone.
Yeah, this is the last play of the half. Del Este fires it to the left side, and that ball hits the turf. We are zeros on the clock. Oregon leads the undefeated Oklahoma Sooners 24-17. You are watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on Twitch. We knew this was going to be a shootout, Ryan, but I feel like anybody outside of Eugene really didn't think that Oregon would be leading at halftime.
Yeah, you would think that, though, but when we go back to our predictions, 56% of the channel points went on Oregon. So our bettors again tonight, they've been seeing it better than we have. They called Alabama to lead at the half early on in that game, and they were right in that one. And now they're right in this one as well. The Oregon Ducks have done a fantastic job so far in this ball game. They're limiting offensive possessions for Oklahoma by attacking the running game, getting some stops in the backfield, and getting some opportunistic defense. You see the turnover right there. The other side of the ball, they're doing what this offense has done all along this season, and that is get points on the board, sustain drives, and come up with some big plays.
You see these first half stats, Oregon almost plus 100 in passing. Oklahoma only plus about 35, 40 in the rushing yards. Time of possession well in favor of Oklahoma, but 1 turnover. I mean, if you're Oregon, you knew that the game plan coming into this, we're going to do what we want to do. We're going to give it to Roloski out of the backfield. We're going to give it to him on some runs. But this is Alexa Earl and this passing offensive game. In order for that to be successful, turnovers needed to be at a bare minimum. We're through 1 half of play, and she has played magnificent football. And now, up 7, the Ducks are going to get back on offense with a great return here by Kylan Odin.
A really good return right there. 1st and 10 coming up after a good return that puts them at the 31-yard line.
2-by-2 set for Alexa Earl. In the shotgun. Takes the snap, calls her own number on the read option to the right side. Played well by Oklahoma, but a good job by Earl putting her foot in the ground and cutting it upfield for a 6-yard gain.
7 carries, 44 yards so far in the ball game for Alexa Earl, and she has shown that she is more than just the passing game. A really impressive running total so far.
Earl in the shotgun, play action. She's hanging in, fires it over the middle, has a man on a deep dig route. Oklahoma ripping at it, but Daxton Bliss too strong to hold on to that one. His second catch of the night, and they are across midfield.
2 catches, 55 yards for him in the ball game, and yet again they come up with a nice gain. And this was just a failure to get some penetration on defense. They went with a 3-man rush, and Earl just had time in the pocket to set back there, wait, and deliver.
And it's a great job by the Oregon offensive line providing her time to throw. But if you're Oklahoma, your front three got to get there. 2-by-2 set. Earl in the shotgun. Makes the snap. Fires it on the wide receiver screen to the left side. Played very well by Oklahoma. Forward progress is going to give Daxton Bliss a no-yard loss on the play. You'd like to think that maybe it was going backwards, but Oklahoma played it very well.
Yeah, they did. Akuma Hunter coming in with a good hit right there. 2nd and 10 upcoming. And I tell you what, this linebacking core, what a stacked unit. Jackson Chambers, Wesley Wiersma, Akuma Hunter, just stacked at linebacker.
Receivers for the bottom 2 backs with Earl. Play action, dumps it off to the left side, hits the walk, or not walk on, it looked like a walk on, but it's Kylan Oden for 5 yards. His second catch of the night. It's a good job by Earl turning a 2nd and long into a 3rd and manageable.
21 for 29 so far for Earl in the ball game. But yeah, this is a much more manageable 3rd down, and they have starting to get hot on 3rd down. Now 4 of 7. They were 1 of 4 a minute ago.
3-by-2 set for Alexa Earl. She takes the snap, hangs in the pocket, fires it over the middle, and wide open on the deep dig route is Bob McRobertson, whatever you want to call him, and it's a 1st down Ducks.
Bob McRoberts, either way you cut it, he's a hell of a tight end, and this is what Oregon's going to challenge you to do, is cover every inch in their passing game.
2-by-2 set for Alexa Earl. Hands it off to Roloski to the left side and brought down in the backfield. That linebacker core that you're talking about, Jackson Chambers on the stop.
Yeah, man, he has had a really good night here tonight. You're going to see it yet again, although this play really set up by Akuma Hunter. There was a gap there in the defense that he could have ran up, but Akuma Hunter filled that hole, forced him to the outside.
2-by-2 set for Alexa Earl. Play action. Stands tall in the pocket, dumps it off to the left side. Hits, I believe that's Theo Marcos. It is Theo Marcos. Sets up a 3rd and 6.
And they do another good job of 3rd and long, get somewhere to more manageable 3rd down. That's exactly what they do here. It's exactly what they did last time.
Empty set for Alexa Earl. She takes the snap. OU only bringing 3. Earl dumps it off to the right side. Hits her man on a drag route. Cam Welk fought his way for the 1st and got leveled out there.
Yeah, he absolutely did. Lamar Card taking some frustration out on the freshman, but Cam Welk hangs onto the football. Good pick up, Welk.
2-by-2 set Earl. Hands it to Roloski up the middle, and oh man, this Sooner defense is exercising all their anger right now. This time it's Akuma Hunter.
Well, they've been really good on 1st down on this drive. OU's defense has. And then Oregon has gotten 5 or 6 yards on 2nd down and converted on 3rd down. That has been the recipe of this whole drive.
It's a 3-by-2 set for Alexa Earl. Takes the snap, hangs in the pocket, fires it over the middle. Touchdown Ducks. 15 yards for, Matthew Gully, and oh my goodness, the Ducks.
I tell you what, I was just talking about the pattern. They break the pattern. But I tell you what, I don't think the Ducks are too upset about breaking the pattern, because they're going to get into the end zone right there. The senior, his 4th receiving touchdown on the season right there. And the Ducks going to take a 2-score lead in this one.
Again, I don't think anybody out, even outside of Eugene, Oregon, saw this one coming or saw that we would be at this point. But this Oklahoma Sooner team is battle-tested. They're undefeated for a reason. And we forget that they're led by Mateo Del Este. This game is far from over.
Oh, yeah. A lot of football left in this one, and Oklahoma knows that.
Now, 2 tight ends in the formation. Del Este, play action. Hangs in, fires it to the left side. Has a man going up for that one. Charlie Felton, his 1st catch of the night.
Although I am wondering, has Oklahoma been down by 2 scores at any point this season?
I don't know that.
If anybody can answer that one in chat, Oklahoma might be the best answer to that. I don't know that they have been.
I mean, at any point you could have been, but either way, I mean, that is true. They were down big to Colorado. That was a tough game for them. 2-by-2 set. Del Este to the right side on the screen pass. Leroy Peterson, but my goodness, he got flattened.
I did know that, and I forgot about it. Thanks for reminding us. DT Hall throwing that right there, and that's right there. AJ Zachary throwing out a big hit on Peterson. But yeah, that is true. They were down a lot in that game to Colorado and came back and won it in what was a really fun game to watch.
Three backs in the backfield. Full house for Del Este. Hands it to David Michael. Michael up the middle. Throws a stiff arm and gets flattened after a 3-yard gain. Sets up a 3rd and 6 in what feels like a drive where Oklahoma might be in 4-down territory.
David Michael, they're not finding it easy to run against this Oregon defense. They've done a good job against them. Now, 3rd down here. They're 2 of 7 on the big money down are the Sooners.
2-by-2 set. Del Este in the shotgun. Stepping to the right, fires it back to the left into traffic and knocked away. Theo Marcos against Houston Begley, but Marcos comes up with the one on that one, and it is a 4th down. They're gonna go.
Yeah, Oklahoma gonna go right here. Bold call. We'll see how it works out.
Del Este in the shotgun, hanging in, fires it to the left side, has a man wide open on a sit route. Aaron King, 12-yard reception. Skyballer 11 bits in chat, but it is a huge conversion for Oklahoma.
Yeah, we mentioned Colorado. Didn't take long for Skyballer to pop up in chat, but we do appreciate the bits there.
3-by-1 motion to a 2-by-2 for Del Este. Makes the snap. Oregon going to bring a little pressure this time. Del Este is going to scramble to the right. Breaks the first sack, breaks the second one, but can't break the 3rd. Sack for a 2-yard loss. A.J. Lucier is going to get credited with it, but that was a team effort.
Yeah, it really was a team effort right here. Really good penetration on this play, and they just do a good job of getting back to the quarterback. You're going to see initial contact right there made by A.J. Zachary coming off the blitz, and Lucier dropped back actually into coverage, only came back up in after he saw the contact by Zachary.
You don't see 6'8", 285-pound defensive tackles in coverage. He may have been in a quarterback spy, but nonetheless, gets credited with the sack. Del Este, the layer draw to David Michael, and man, this Oregon defense is playing tough. Dragging Sin his first stop of the night.
Yeah, good job by Sin right there, and the big sophomore coming up with a big play. 3rd and 14. They are 2 of 8 on the big money down.
3-by-1 set for Del Este. In the shotgun, takes the snap. Hangs in the pocket, steps to his right, fires back to his left into tight coverage. Caught by Tommy Neville, gets a good 5 yards, but needed a whole lot more. 4th and 10 coming up.
And I think you got to take the points right here, which is exactly what they do. They were hoping they could bust that for a little bit more. Instead, they got the initial catch at a little bit more of a gain and then moved backward right there. They do get the kick through, however, to make it an 11-point ball game.
The walk-on kicker does make it, and so with 3:52 left in the 3rd, Oregon leads Oklahoma 31-20, and they're getting the ball back, and this Oregon offense has yet to look disjointed at any point tonight. What can Oklahoma do to slow them down?
Well, I think you gotta take Powell out of it. Not a discredit to anybody in the wide receiver core, but Dylan Powell has to be the focus. You got to take him out of it. And then you've got to get some pressure. Something they've struggled to do all night is get some pressure out of Alexa Earl, make her feel uncomfortable. She's been very comfortable in the pocket in this game.
2-by-2 set for Alexa Earl. She takes the snap, play action. Has all day to throw, fires it to the left side into traffic. Dangerous throw, and Lamar Carr comes up with the deflection.
Yeah, great job getting a handle on that. That time she did have plenty of time in the pocket and still came up with a less than stellar throw.
2-by-2 set for Alexa Earl. Takes the snap, hands it to Roloski out of the pistol, and Roloski's going nowhere. Stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ryan, we got another prediction?
We do. We have another good prediction in this one. Who's going to win the ball game at the end of this one? Will it be Oregon? Will it be Oklahoma? You're going to have 5 minutes to wager those channel points.
2-by-2 set, Earl in the shotgun, running it to the right side, and she's going to get brought down on the play. The pressure we talked about. John Baer, his first sack of the night, and it is 4th and 15. Oregon gonna punt.
Yeah, you got to get that penetration there. We're looking for the deep route right there, so you knew it was going to take a little bit to set up. And John Bear gets into the backfield and comes up with a big sack. They're going to have to punt this football away. And Oklahoma now going to get good field position and a chance to make it a one-score game yet again.
The punt is away, going to be fielded at about the 35-40 yard line by Oklahoma with a good return. They're going to be right at midfield. David Michael, 11 yards. Del Este, he's looked like Del Este, to be honest. But what does Oklahoma need to change on offense? I mean, you've only scored 20 at this point.
I think maybe getting a little bit deeper into the passing sets, because the running game outside of Del Este has not been working. We're going to shut down David Michael in this one. And Del Este, I think, a couple of times in passing situations has been a little quick to drop his eyes and go into the run a little bit too fast, which has caused some, there have been some good plays in that. But there's also been some TFLs and sacks.
Del Este hands it to David Michael up the middle, and Michael getting a good run on this one. 13 yards, first down Oklahoma. I'm telling you, and I see DT Hall talking about it in chat, if I'm Oklahoma, I got to get Leroy Peterson involved.
Well, yeah, Leroy Peterson has been just a deep ball nightmare all season long.
Only 35 catches, but 8 of them touchdowns. 2-by-2 set, Del Este in the shotgun. Stepping to his right, fires it back to the left. Going up for that one is Tommy Neville, showing he's got the hands. 11-yard gain, first down Sooners.
Just about every fourth catch for Peterson is in the end zone, which I have to imagine that's the highest in the league.
I would imagine so. 2 receivers to the top, 2 backs in the backfield. David Michael gets this one up the middle, runs through tacklers, brought down from behind, but not until it was 9 yards on the gain. Second and short coming up.
Well, I just said earlier, David Michael not having a good time running against the Ducks, and he took that personally on this drive. He has been fantastic.
2-by-2 set, Del Este play action, fires it to the left side, and all alone, Houston Begley kind of got behind the defender, and it's a touchdown, Sooners.
It'll be his second receiving touchdown of the night, and it will bring this game back to a one-score ball game.
So you talked about how every fourth catch was a touchdown for Leroy Peterson. Every fifth catch is a touchdown for Houston Begley. He's only got 32 catches on the season coming into this one with 6 touchdowns. Now he's got 2 touchdowns to go for that one. Oklahoma's guys are very much touchdown dependent right there. You got about 2 minutes on the prediction right here. Go wager some channel points, make your quarterfinals feeling pretty good. But now Oregon feeling the pressure as they get a clipping call immediately after the touchdown.
Oh, that is just a shot in the foot right there, and you can't have that. Jimmy Cooper, the middle linebacker, going to be the guilty party. And I'll tell you what, I've been watching the prediction, Cade. Oregon was out to a pretty nice lead, and it is slowly chipped down on that last drive and touchdown by Oklahoma.
It's currently at 59% in favor of Oregon, 41% in favor of Oklahoma. Still got some time left on it. Earl play action. Fires it across her body to the right side. As a receiver, it's Matthew Gully. Threw off the first defender, can't throw off the second, but it's a first down Ducks.
And as Rogie points out, about every 50th catch is a touchdown for Shan.
He is the slant merchant indeed. 62 catches on the season, only 1 touchdown. Earl dumps it off to the right side. Hits Theo Marcos for 6 yards. Sets up a 2nd and 4.
7 catches, 59 yards. And Rogie was actually short of what felt like an exaggeration.
Yeah, exactly. It's every 62 catches is a touchdown for Evan Chan. 3-by-2. Motion to a speed option to the left side. Earl gets the pitch off. Beautiful pitch, but an even better tackle by Oklahoma.
Yeah, great play right there by Maverick Sanders. I thought for a second he played too far inside, and he gave Rallo the chance to get outside of him right there, and that would have been dangerous, but a great job adjusting back, getting the tackle.
30 seconds left on that prediction, guys. Earl fires it to the left side on the comeback route. It's Daxton Bliss, 12 yards right at midfield. First down, Ducks.
Less than 20 seconds left on the prediction. Oregon still favored in that one. 1st and 10 here as the Ducks cross the midfield line.
Now it is an empty set, but it is a bunch set for Oregon. Alexa Earl alone in the backfield, takes the snap. Oklahoma bringing 3. Earl fires it over the middle, has Dylan Powell on a sit route, but gets absolutely blasted at the end of it.
3 catches, 97 yards, and that prediction will come to a close. 45% for Oklahoma, 55% going to Oregon.
Right, that was a very tight prediction indeed. 2 backs in the backfield. Earl play action. Fires it to the right side, behind the defense, finds her receiver. Big Theo Marcos, 27 yards, 8 for 86 is Theo, and they are knocking on the door of goal to go.
Yeah, big catch right there, over the top. Beautiful pass right there. Dropped it over the head of the corner, but before the safety could come in for help, beautiful touch by Alexa Earl, and a great snag right there by Theo Marcos.
On 5 red zone attempts tonight, Oregon has scored 4 touchdowns. 3-by-1 set for Alexa Earl. Calls her own number on the read option to the left side. Runs through one defender, can't run through the second. A 3-yard gain. She is up to 40 yards on the night on the ground.
Yeah, she's doing a really good job right here running the football, although this time we'll keep pace, but not much more than that. A good job to adjust to the running attack. And I've actually seen a little bit more balance, I believe, out of this Oregon offense than what we're used to.
3-by-1 set for Earl. She calls her own number again to the right side, and oh, she goes nowhere. Brought down hard. Man, these Sooner defenders are bringing the wood.
Yeah, they absolutely are. Akuma Hunter is a head hunter, and the senior is going to be one of those guys. Him and Jackson Chambers tough to replace.
We are through 3, 1 quarter left to go. The Oregon Ducks clinging to a 4-point lead. You are watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on Twitch. Get those 4s in chat. Let's finish up night 1 of the quarterfinals. 4s in the chat for the 4th quarter, and on the 4-yard line going in with a 4-point lead are the Oregon Ducks. Alexa Earl, read option to the right side. Oh, wiggle stick for Alexa Earl, 5-yard touchdown.
Put that man on the spin cycle. He got caught up right there in the fancy footwork. Alexa Earl going to get her 2nd rushing touchdown of the ball game, 10th of the season.
Like she's getting jiggy with it, as Dylan Powell says in chat. What a carry by Alexa Earl. And 3 seconds into this 4th quarter, the lead back up to 11 for the Oregon Ducks, 38-27. Woo! You don't see quarterbacks with that kind of agility.
Yeah, I tell you, she is fun. She is fun to watch this season. And I tell you what, I think she might be going into next season a preseason favorite for Offensive Player of the Year. She has been such a big season this season. I feel like she has blossomed after a strong freshman showing, just an unbelievable sophomore year.
2-by-2 set for Del Este. Del Este wide receiver screen to the right side. Hits Leroy Peterson, but goes absolutely nowhere. Brought down for a 1-yard loss on the play.
And Cole in chat saying he thinks that might have been the biggest play for Oregon since Frosty was running the Ducks way back in the day. And I tell you what, might not be wrong. Oregon has been kind of frisky, but not serious. This year, though, they're showing they're serious.
Del Este turns around, hands it to Aaron King. King running it to the left side, gets a 4-yard gain, sets up a 3rd and 7. Ryan, at what point does this become 4-down territory for Oklahoma?
I think it's way too early yet. I don't think you go to it yet. If you don't get this 3rd down, I think you punt the football, but it's in the back of your mind for sure, Kate.
Del Este in the shotgun, fires it deep down the sideline. You don't need to worry about 4th when you convert on 3rd. 49-yard gain for Houston Begley. That pushes him over the century mark.
And got most of his yards in the game on that play right there, but I tell you what, he's not going to complain. Great tackle right there by Billy Davis. This is a touchdown-saving tackle and a huge play for the Sooners.
Billy Davis here with the touchdown-saving tackle for the Oregon Ducks. But it is a red zone opportunity. There it is. There's a red zone opportunity for the Oklahoma Sooners. 3-by-1 set. Del Este read option to the right side. He's got room. Runs through 1, runs through 2, and comes into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners.
And that is going to be his 17th rushing touchdown on the season for the league leader in rushing touchdowns. The generational talent out of Aberdeen, Maryland. A great response drive. The beautiful pass down the field by Begley, going to set up a hard-nosed run by Del Este.
You know, we talked about it last game. I'll talk about it after this play because they are going for 2. 3-by-1 set. Del Este in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Oregon bringing forward. Del Este fires it to the left side and knocked away by Jacobia Watson. What could have been a 3-point game now stands at 5. 7:55 left in the game. We talked about Quincy Asher last game for the Alabama Crimson Tide getting into the single season record book for most touchdowns in a single season by a wide receiver. as it stands with that rushing touchdown, Del Este is now 3 rushing touchdowns away from top 10 all-time for rushing touchdowns in a season.
Yeah, that's incredible. And when you think about the season he's had, it's just incredible what he's been able to do.
What's even more impressive is that you look at the top 10 all-time, there's not a single person after season 5. So it tells you what Del Este's doing. Alexa Earl, read option to the right side. She gets a tough 6-yard gain right here and sets up a 2nd and 4.
A great pickup on first down right there. Thunder Rain on the tackle. His 7th of the ball game, but still a good pickup on first.
3-by-1 set for Alexa Earl. Calls her own number on the read option to the left side. Again, she's got a big lane, cuts it upfield, gets planted at the 40-yard line, but it is enough for a first down.
Yeah, tried to get into the fancy footwork again. Chucky Charles, though, he was not going to be the guy to fall for that. Great hit.
Empty set for Alexa Earl. Takes the snap, only bringing 3 is Oklahoma. Fires it to the right side, hits her big tight end, Robert Bobberts for 11 yards.
All the names. Bobby Bob McRoberts over here. He's an outstanding tight end. The junior has been consistently good in a first down magnet.
3-by-1 set for Alexa Earl. Takes the snap, steps to her right, hangs in even more. Stepping to her right side, has all day to throw. Now she decides to scramble it, lowers her shoulder, gets a tough 10 yards. First down, Ducks.
And Ware pointing out that you and him will be on the call on Thursday night in what should be some great games.
I've never gotten to call a game live, so this is going to be fun. 2-by-2 set. Earl fires it to the left side, has a man all alone in the flat route. Isaiah Love, 3-yard catch. I believe that's his first tonight.
And nice little pickup right there. It is the first of the night for Isaiah Love. A quiet night so far for the junior wide receiver, but I like that they're getting him worked in right here. They're opening up the playbook a little bit. They're getting a little creative, but still trying to use that clock.
2-by-2 set. Earl in the shotgun. It's a tunnel screen to the left side, and she can't get it off. Man, you can't hold on to that one. Chris Lyon, the big sack.
Yeah, the sophomore 3-star with his 2nd career sack right there. Sorry, 2nd sack of the season, I should say, for the sophomore right there. And yeah, for Earl, this is the one big mistake she's made all night. You cannot take a sack there. Throw it away or just, dump it to the wide receiver if you can.
Earl in the shotgun, takes the snap, fires it off her back foot, and it hits the turf. Incomplete pass. So when Oklahoma needed to stop, they got one. The Ducks are going to punt it away. I saw Cole in chat say, drink a lot of water when you call it live. Buddy, I have no AC in my house right now. It's about 86 degrees in here. I'm on my 4th cup of water in these last 2 games.
And he's going through it right now. Big shout out to Cade, who is really running the gauntlet to call these games here tonight.
I went to my parents' house because my parents don't live too far away, and we got AC, and I came back and I walked in. The humidity just slapped me in the face. I was like, oh, this is disgusting. 4-by-1 set for Del Este. Del Este fires it over the middle, hits Houston Begley on the patented Oklahoma slant route, 5-yard gain.
Now 111 yards on 8 catches for him so far in the ball game. A good pickup on first down right here. Jay Reed on the tackle, his 5th.
3-by-1 set for Del Este, 2nd and 5. Takes the snap. Oregon bringing a blitz. Del Este gets it to Ace West for a 3-yard gain. Sets up a 3rd and 3.
8 catches, 62 yards for Ace West so far. Not going to be enough for a first down, though, thanks to Tyrone Evans. And now a big 3rd down coming up.
I will not be drinking alcohol on the broadcast. 3-by-1 set. Del Este in the shotgun. Fires it to the right side on the inside out route. Evan Shan caught it, but got knocked back, but still got the first down.
Yeah, and barely. I mean, he got back up in that space to just barely get the first down marker.
2 backs in the backfield with Del Este. Play action. Fires it over the middle. Looks like it went off the helmet of his receiver, and it fell harmlessly to the turf.
Well, there you go. Nate says that White Claws are water. So there you go, Cade.
If you were here last Thursday, as Mike so eloquently said, ain't no laws while you drinking claws. Del Este in the shotgun, fires it to the left side. Caught by Evan Shan, 6-yard gain. Sets up a 3rd and 4.
Well, my son has evidently seen it somewhere else because he told me this weekend when I ordered coleslaw that there ain't no law when you're eating slaw. So, not exactly sure what that means, but I guess there you have it.
4x1 set. Del Este over the middle on the slant route. It's Leroy Peterson. Has been very quiet tonight. Only his 4th catch, but only for 13 yards.
1st and 10. Mateo Del Este going to get him near midfield right here, just about 2 yards short of that.
2x2. Del Este play action. Fires it to the right side. It's going the other way. Oregon defense stands tall. It's Theo Marcos.
Who?
AJ Zachary.
I was about to say who else, but you know what? We'll go for it again. Who else? The freshman has really made his impact felt on this team. 3rd interception on the season. He has over 50 tackles this year. The Mississippi native with the biggest play of his young career right there. Shout out to Del Este, though, on a great open field tackle.
Oh, my goodness. Alexa Earl, wide receiver screen to the right side. It's her receiver. Dude, when you got a safety duo of AJ Zachary and Billy Davis, I mean, you are set for the remainder of their career.
Oh, I tell you what, there's some holes that they got to fill, but this Oregon team could be dangerous next year.
Roloski on the counter to the right side, just running through defenders. 9-yard gain, 1st down, Ducks.
And they're out here saying, hey, we're dangerous this year. And look at what they're doing right now. If they score on this drive right here, Cade, it's going to be real tough for Oklahoma to get back.
2x2 set, wide receiver screen to the left side now. Earl fires it to Daxton Bliss, a 3-yard gain. I know Oregon doesn't like the wide receiver screen because of certain play calls from last season, but it seems to be working right now.
It does. A nice solid pickup right there. And the more important thing, the clock is moving. So the more plays that they can take to score right here is the best. But that has to be paired with a touchdown. You got to get into the end zone here.
3x1 set. Roloski up the middle, breaks 1 tackle, runs through a defender, running through defenders again. 10-yard gain inside the 10. It's like water off a duck's back for this one, Ryan.
Oh, what a great call right there, and what a great run by Rallo.
2x2 set. Earl in the shotgun on the right hash, calling her audibles as we approach the 3-minute mark. Alexa Earl, she's going to manually bleed this one. Oregon knows that they are in the driver's seat here with any points, okay? Any points here, and it is at least, it's pushes it to a touchdown plus 2-point conversion. A touchdown makes it a 2-score game in favor of the Oregon Ducks. Like we said, 2x2 set. Earl in the shotgun, takes the snap. She's hanging in, she's gonna step up the middle, she's going to the right side and may have had the room, but she slides, playing it safe, 2nd and goal.
I like this right here, though. This is a smart slide right here. I know some people will have an issue with it, but the clock is running. They still have the ball. That was a smart slide.
I think it was a smart slide, too, because you run the risk of if she gets hit at the line to gain, at the end zone, that if she's not in, there's the potential that she could fumble it. Not saying it would happen, but quarterbacks aren't going to hold the ball as well or as tough on run games like running backs, especially through contact.
Speaking of running backs, that's exactly where this one needs to go. Right up to Ryan Roloski.
2x1 set. Earl hands it off. Oh, it's a read option to the right side, and it was read immediately. Timeout Sooners.
And the timeout coming right there. 2:06 left. They have 2 timeouts remaining. They're going in a heavy set.
Jackson Chambers on the TFL. This time it's going to be the fullback to the right side, and Charles Reyes goes nowhere. And when Oklahoma needed a stop, Oregon can't convert, and it is a field goal attempt here from the right hash. It's close. Going to be a tough cut, but the kick is up, and it is good. Lathan Auger, 2 for 3, is above the swirly line. But with 2:01 left, Oregon leads Oklahoma by 8 points. It is all on the shoulders of the generational talent junior, Mateo Del Este.
Yeah, this is going to be a big drive right here. And I tell you what, I saw someone in chat say, hey, it should have been Rallo 4 times. Go Horn said that, and I don't disagree with that take right there. But now Oklahoma has a chance to prove it.
I don't disagree with that take either. Del Este running it to the left side. He's got a big hole, lowers his shoulder at the point of contact, and they're already in Duck territory.
Yeah, nice gain right there, but running the ball is going to be a slow way to get down the field right here.
I don't think you understand. I'm not how much I don't drink. Del Este handing it to David Michael to the right side, only gets a yard on the play.
Well, Mike has a really good argument for you to drink, and that is peer pressure, peer pressure, peer pressure.
Yeah, I feel like the number one peer pressurist in this whole situation is going to be my wife. She's going to make me drink too. 3-by-1 set. Teleste fires it to the right side on the sideline. All alone as Ace West sets up a third and inches.
Yeah, wow, big one right there. Big pickup. Clock still moving, but they have gotten down the field pretty quickly here.
3-by-1 set. Teleste in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Oregon going to bring a blitz. Teleste fires it to the left side. Catching it on the out route is Evan Shan. 4-yard gain. 6 catches for 43 yards is Shan.
And nice pickup right there as it puts them inside the 35-yard line. Keep in mind, they need to get a touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
It's 2-by-2. Teleste in the shotgun. Fires it over the middle. Has a man on a sit route. Wide open to Zay Hart for 13 yards. We are under a minute.
We might have overtime football if Oklahoma can keep this up.
2-by-2 set. Teleste fires it to the left side, hits his man in the flat route. It's Tommy Neville for a Tony 10. Mike, I'll tell you what, my wife is in the room with me and she's smiling that she's your new favorite person. 3-by-1 set, and they are going to spike it.
And she became one of my least favorite people when she was talking about how she liked Oklahoma pre-game. But no, but Oklahoma looking good on this drive.
2-by-2, Teleste fires it to the left side, caught by Ace West on the sideline. 36 seconds left, 10th catch of the night for Ace West, 1st and goal. You couldn't ask for anything better in the quarterfinals.
Oh my God, what a game this has been so far.
2-by-2, Teleste in the shotgun, screen pass to the right side. Has Eric King, does he have the blockers? He breaks the first tackle, can't break the second. 4-yard gain, they're gonna go quick.
They have one timeout remaining, they're trying to save it.
They are going to spike this one here with the 21 seconds left in this game. 3rd and goal for the Oklahoma Sooners.
Man, I agree with Cole. This is the best game of this season.
3-by-1. Teleste takes the snap, scrambles it to the right side. He's going nowhere. The Ducks were there the whole way, sacked for a 3-yard loss. They're going to go quick. They're not going to use the timeout. 2-by-2.
Right here.
This is the ball game right here. 2-by-2. Motion to a 3-by-1. Takes the snap. Hangs in the pocket. Knocked away by the Ducks. And Oregon, flying through formation, will escape Norman with a win.
Oh my goodness, what a major upset right here. The Ducks hold strong off of a brilliant play by Jacoby Watson, the senior. Comes up with a big knockdown pass right there. Wow.
And with 2 seconds left, the best formation in the CFSL. Controller with 3 months sub. They take the knee. Oklahoma's going to take the timeout. It's just a formality at this point. And they're going to run a play, Ryan. This could go poorly. They do hand the ball off to Rolowski up the middle. Rolowski has a first down and seals it for the Oregon Ducks. Oregon into the Final Four will be headed to the Rose Bowl to await the winner of Miami versus Michigan. Ryan, send these guys out.
Wow, what an incredible finish to this game. Hats off to Oklahoma on the season that they've had this season, and they're a brilliant comeback effort, but they got all the way down the field, and the Duck defense, which has been the worst part of their team for the majority of the year, has stood strong in this ball game and shut down one of the best offenses in the league. Incredible.
What a way to start our quarterfinals. Thank you to our executive producer, Mike Peters. Thank you to our associate producer, Austin Crow. Thank you to my broadcast partner, Ryan Moreland, and the best broadcasting crew in all of Sim Sports. My name is Cade Padgett. Thank you for watching Oregon versus Oklahoma. Join us tomorrow night at 6:30 as the Miami Hurricanes take on the Michigan Wolverines. We will see y'all tomorrow.